More news this morning as conspiracy theorist Alex Jones now must pay more than $4 million in compensatory damages to the family of a child killed in the Sandy Hook shooting after Jones spent years peddling false claims that shooting was a hoax. But his troubles may only be beginning as he focuses now on his text messages. Prosecutors are looking very closely at those. They were mistakenly sent to prosecutors by Jones's attorneys. NBC News correspondent Ann Thompson has details.
Alex Jones learning the cost of his lies.
Members of the jury, have you reached a verdict?
An Austin, Texas jury saying the InfoWars host must pay $4.1 million to the parents of one of the Sandy Hook victims for years of unfounded claims like this.
Sandy Hook is a synthetic, completely fake, with actors, in my view, manufactured.
But Jones did an about-face from his lies about the school shooting.
It's 100% real.
For the parents of Jesse Lewis who brought the suit, the damages were far less than the $150 million they sought, but far more than the $8 Jones' attorney offered in closing arguments, $1 for each of the claims.
The jury just returned a verdict for compensatory damages exceeding $4 million. That's a darn good start. We now have the punishment phase.
But Jones may face even bigger troubles over that trove of text messages mistakenly sent to the plaintiff's attorney.
I've been asked by the January 6th committee to turn their document.
I don't know.
The texts include what the attorney called intimate messages with Trump advisor Roger Stone. The committee is looking into Jones' role in the rally and riot at the Capitol. Jones' attorney asked for a mistrial based on the emails. The judge denied the request.
Ann Thompson reporting for us there. Joe, this all is a money-making game and has been for a decade now for Alex Jones, but I'm not sure people fully appreciate the pain that he has brought upon families who already were living with the fact that their children were slaughtered inside a first-grade classroom in Sandy Hook, that they've been harassed by people who listen to Alex Jones, who believe the conspiracy theories and the hoaxes that he puts out there. They've had to move. They've had to change their names. They've been told that they're liars, that they're crisis actors. It's real additional pain on top of the unimaginable pain that they're already in.
Unimaginable, the hatred, the cruelty. And, you know, it seems that for too long we've lived in a political and media culture from the far right that's been defined by these sort of lies, falsehoods, by the slander of people, whether it's on Twitter or social media or in podcasts or on the radio, or treason. We've moved on to treasonous language. And for good reason. I think a lot of Americans, millions of Americans, have asked, where is the justice? Where is the accountability? Are there no rules? Are there no guardrails in American culture to stop these sort of lies, where you have a guy, a conspiracy theorist, who can actually tell parents of slaughtered 6-year-olds that your children never existed and make millions and millions of dollars from it? Or you can have news networks going on spreading lies about American democracy, spreading lies about voting machines, trying to destroy companies' reputations. You have a president that every day would lie about people, and I know that very well. And again, no accountability. No accountability from Twitter. No accountability from Facebook. No accountability from social media for all of these lies.
Maybe there's...
Well, Mika?
Yeah.
Maybe, just maybe, we are starting to see in time, over time, that there is a cost for being defined by these fire hoses of falsehoods, where you have Alex Jones now being accountable for at least $4 million to start. We're now moving on to the punitive stage. Rudy Giuliani being disbarred. One network after another on the far right being sued for billions of dollars for the lies that they spread about Dominion and voting machines. Perhaps, just perhaps, this is the beginning. This is the first guardrail that's being put up there to send a message to other people, to other liars out there that actually would lie about 6-year-olds slaughtered to make money to protect the gun industry. Maybe this is the start of accountability at long last?
It might be. It might be. I find his behavior in court to be repulsive. He continues to try and snake his way out of arguments with different lawyers and the judge. And I draw a direct line to even some of the politicians we're seeing now in Arizona, Kari Lake, just cravenly lying about the contours of our democracy and how to behave in it if you want to be in a democracy. Pushing lies, pushing conspiracy theories, hurting people. Just loving hurting people. It is repulsive.
Because it's money.
Disgusting.
It's money, and it wins votes for Hope and Change Kari. You know, Hope and Change Kari decided to adopt Donald Trump's lies because Hope and Change Kari got tired of being an Obama supporter and thought her best chance of getting elected would be to stop being Hope and Change Kari and start being stolen election Kari. And you know, it worked in the primary process.
Insurrection Kari.
But perhaps these
Bill of Rights for Rapists Kari.
Yeah, perhaps these lies will be called out by the voters.
In a few hours.